Hey everyone, today I am filming my TBR for 2019's Reading Rush readathon. It used to be called Booktubeathon, it has rebranded this year, and I decided why not give it a go. I've been going through a major reading slump for the last few months. Have not finished a book in a long time, so I'm hoping this is something that helps me get back into it. So obviously if you don't know what the Reading Rush is, I'll link the website down below and the video announcing it, but there are just 7 challenges kind of to complete over the course of a week. It's July 22nd to the 28th, and yeah, they're like little prompts for books. I guess let's just get started talking about the books. The first prompt is to read a book with purple on the cover. So for this book I'm going with The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzie Lee. I have been wanting to read this book since it came out. I've been meaning to read this book since it came out. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue is like one of my all-time favorite books, and I just haven't gotten around to this one yet, and obviously it has purple on it. Yes, so this is the first one that I'm hoping to read, and this one is one of those ones again that fits into multiple categories, but it's specifically for the purple on the cover. The second prompt is to read a book in the same spot the entire time, and this one is pretty easy for me because I pretty much only exclusively read in my bed. That's where all my books get read. So this could, sorry, I keep playing with my bangs, they're like kind of new and I'm like kind of iffy about them, but anyway, so yeah, this could literally be any book, but again, I wanted to pick a book for it, and I'm going to go with The Red Scrolls of Magic by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu, which came out sometime in the spring, and I still haven't read it. With Cassandra Clare books, I always read them right away, but my reading slump has just been so bad. So yeah, I need to get around to reading this one, so I thought this would be a perfect one for that challenge because I for sure will probably not even put it down, won't eat, won't do nothing. And it's also pretty short, especially for a Cassandra Clare book, so it'll be easy to read in one spot. And I'm so excited to read this. I need my Magnus and Alec. For prompt number 3 is read a book that you meant to read last year, and this is pretty much any book I own. But I'm going to go with The Next Person You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom, which of course is the sequel to The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, which The 5 People You Meet in Heaven is like an all-time favorite book of mine. I've been meaning to read this one since it came out in the fall, I think is when it came out. So yeah, and it's short, which reading short books is always probably a good idea for readathon since you want to try to read as many books as you can. Of course you don't have to, but normally for this readathon they'd have read 7 books as one of the challenges, but they didn't do they didn't do that this year, but it's still kind of like a little kind of like, if you can do it, try it. The next one is read a book that is an author's first book, so their first published novel. This one was a little bit more tricky, looking through all my unread books because that's where I'm pulling all these from, and I had to do a little bit of research. But another book that I've been meaning to read for a while that fits perfectly into this category is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I've owned this for a while because I mean this cover is the prettiest thing of my life, and this is her first published novel, so works out well for me. And it's also not too insanely long, it's only like 300 pages, which is beautiful. I've heard like okay things about this, like mixed things, but I think it'll be right up my alley. The 5th prompt is to read a book with a non-human main character, and again for this one I had to look through my books and be like but one that works perfectly, and another one I've been meaning to read forever is Grim Lovelies by Megan Shepherd. 17-year-old Anouk envies the human world where people known as pretties lavish fast cars and high fashion on themselves and have the freedom to fall in love. But Anouk can never have those things because she is not really human. Enchanted from animal to human girl and forbidden to venture beyond her familiar Parisian prison, Anouk is a beastie. So she's not a human, she was once an animal and is now a human, but so I think this counts. I'm pretty sure that's the definition of this challenge. So yeah, this one fits perfectly and I'm very excited to read it. There's some good blurbs, and anything that takes place in Paris you just need to say that, and I am fully in. The 6th one is to read a book that has 5 or more words in the title. So again, a few of these could work for it, like Lady's Guide, Red Scrolls, The Next Person You Meet in Heaven. But I wanted to have one specifically for this challenge, so I'm going to go with Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I've been wanting to read this for a while, haven't gotten around to it. I've only read one other John Green book, and that's Looking for Alaska, and I loved it, so I'm so excited to get around to this finally. Obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we meet the requirement, and it's not even 300 pages, and it's contemporary, which is a good little change of pace. And the final challenge is one that I struggled with choosing a book for this, because again, I have like very limited books to choose from. Well, I mean, like, I have a lot of unread books, but like one that fit this prompt, which is read a book and also watch the movie adaptation. So trying to find one that I like felt like reading, and then also like being able to find and watch the movie was a little difficult, but I decided to go with Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jessie Andrews. I've had this for a long while now. I even started it once but didn't make it too far in. But that's all I have to say about that. Not much. So those are my 7 books that I plan to read for the reading rush. I'm hoping to read all 7 of them in that week. I'm going to vlog throughout the week, I think. There might be like daily video challenges. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but there will definitely be a vlog about me reading all of these. So the reading rush starts July 22nd. 7 book challenges. Yeah, I think I can do it. And I'm excited to see what other people are reading as well. Until next time, that is all. Follow me on Instagram if you want. It's linked down below. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.